Welcome to Hope's Homemade Kitchen. Today we're making Asian pork lettuce wraps. Now this is a meal that you can have on the table in definitely under an hour, and you can vary many of the ingredients to fit your flavor preference. These are delicious, healthy lettuce wraps that you can serve as an appetizer, a main meal, or certainly as a late night snack. Let's get started and I'll show you the ingredients. The ingredients for the Asian pork lettuce wraps are ground pork, oil like canola oil, vegetable oil, peanut oil, hoisin sauce, oyster sauce, sriracha, soy sauce, dry sherry, onion, garlic, ginger, water chestnuts, red pepper, an optional garnish, peanuts, green pepper, and you'll serve it in the romaine lettuce. Okay, first thing we're going to do is put together our sauce that we'll be adding to our ground pork after it's browned. I'm going to start off with 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of hoisin sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of, I'm not sure how to say it, Shaoxing wine. I don't have that, and one of the substitutes is dry sherry. So I'm using 1 tablespoon of dry sherry, and I'm just adding in a little bit of sriracha sauce for a little heat. That's totally optional. I'm just going to mix that up, and then we'll set that aside. Next, I'll prepare my vegetables. Okay, we want 1 medium to small onion. I want to mince it pretty finely. Next, we want to finely dice a red bell pepper, just small dice. Next, I have a 5-ounce can of water chestnuts, and I'm going to drain those and chop the chestnuts. So this just gives it kind of a good little crunchy texture. It's kind of a rough chop. I have the equivalent of 2 teaspoons of minced ginger. I have these little frozen packets that I keep in my freezer that just pop out 1, and then each little pop out is equivalent to 1 teaspoon. So I'll get 2 teaspoons of minced ginger, 2 cloves of minced garlic, I just have a little garlic press. If you don't have that, you can just finely mince the garlic. For toppings, I'm just going to roughly chop some peanuts and green onions. Toppings are optional. Green onions, cilantro. This is actually good without any topping at all. I'm going to do a few green onions. Okay, it's good to have all of your ingredients and toppings ready to go because this goes together pretty quickly. Now serving, you'll want to have some lettuce. I'm using romaine lettuce. It's really nice because it makes kind of a long little boat there, and they're pretty sturdy, so it'll hold it together. You could also use butter lettuce or bib lettuce, iceberg lettuce. All of those are great options. All right, so we have everything ready. Now we're going to put everything together, and we're going to start with cooking our pork on the stove. Okay, I want to turn it on medium-high heat. I'm just going to add just a little bit of oil. Okay, you want the oil shimmering pretty hot, and I'm using ground pork today. This recipe also goes well with ground chicken, ground turkey. Now, I don't want to stir it around too much at this point. I'm going to leave it on pretty high heat, and I want it to form kind of a crust and give that really good caramelized flavor. Okay, it's starting to brown a little bit. I want to make sure and get all the pink out first, and then if there's a lot of oil in there, I will take a paper towel and get the excess out of there. Just soak up the excess of the oil. Then I'm going to add my onions right in. I'm gonna add in my red pepper. I'm going to add in my garlic and ginger. Give it a stir. My water chestnuts. That's what gives it a good crunch. It's smelling so good. I can smell that garlic and ginger in there. And then when we add our sauce, it's going to smell amazing. Okay, next, I'm adding the prepared sauce. We want this to cook down a little bit and caramelize and get even a little bit darker. It smells so good. This is ready to dish up. You just want to cook it until that liquid is mostly evaporated in there and cooked down. We're going to dish it up. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to add some green onions and a few chopped peanuts on top. Now, don't those look delicious? Now, if you're really brave, you can add a little bit of hot chili oil right on top to suit your taste. Now, I can't stress enough what a quick and delicious meal this is. I can't wait to get in here and taste test it. That is incredible. Such good flavors in there. You can make it as spicy as you like it, but this is just perfect. It definitely gives any Chinese restaurant, P.F. Chang's, a run for their money for Asian lettuce wraps. This is so easy to make. Wonderful for an appetizer, a meal, even served with rice. So good. I do hope you try this. And if you do, comment down below and let me know you made it. Thank you so much for joining me here again on Hope's Homemade Kitchen as we made Asian pork lettuce wraps. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit the bell for notification of more videos and comment down below. I'd love for you to share this with your friends. We'll see you next time.